So as of yesterday, I'm 38 weeks pregnant, and I have been feeling those menstrual cramps, which just feel like really heavy period cramps. Like I feel them all in my lower back and just all in the lower pelvic region, as if you were really having your period. It feels spot on. So that's how I know that my body is going into or prepping for labor. So this ball has really been helping. I think that's actually what's causing it. Not just that I'm 38 weeks pregnant, but the fact that the more I use the ball, the more she seeps into my hips. And it's funny because when I feel these pains, I do get on the ball, and the ball actually kind of helps alleviate those. Like gravity kind of just takes away the pressure that I've been feeling. Still currently feeling it as I'm filming this. But I like the pain because it kind of helps me, it helps me prep for how I'm going to actually deal with actual contractions. So it's just like a mini session for me. And I feel like I've been handling them really well. And I've learned not to call them pains. They are now going to be called sensations. So whenever my body feels a sensation, I don't tense, I don't flex or anything. I just kind of go with it and I just let it be. And I'll get on my ball or I'll breathe through it. Or I'll just close my eyes and just kind of let it flow and give thanks to my body. It just really rewired my brain to be able to try to do that. Like, thank you for allowing me to feel these, because I know that something beautiful is coming from them. If you guys don't already follow Sacred Birth Doula on Instagram, she is amazing with helping moms give birth naturally. And that's where I get a lot of my techniques from when it comes to staying calm and what to do when you're experiencing pains. I like to do a lot of different variations of the cat-cow pose, whether it's me going up and down or rolling my spine in circular motions. This is really good to take a lot of the pressure off of my lower back, which is where I have a lot of my pain. And if you plan on giving birth on your hands and knees, this is a really good position to practice, since you're going to be in this position for probably quite some time, at least a few minutes max. I also feel like because I'm lubricating my hips and spine, I get the best meditation out of this pose. Frog pose can be very uncomfortable if you're not used to this, but it is great to open up the pelvic bone and allow the baby to seep into your pelvis. I haven't done it in a while, so I did not last as long as I usually do, but I have been doing it more consistently. And once I move my belly out of the way, if you're not comfortable with the frog pose, doing butterfly kicks is equally as effective. I used to be a yoga instructor until I got pregnant, and I did make a lot of my students do all of these exercises before we started class. They just feel really good, and a lot of our emotions are held in our hips. So releasing our hips will not only allow for an easier delivery, but allows us to release a lot of the anxiety that we're feeling with pregnancy. This exercise is my absolute favorite. I don't quite have a name for it, but it's an amazing hip opener. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your leg slightly outwards and then bring it to the middle to try to touch the ground. So obviously everybody's flexibility is different, so you're going to listen to your body before you listen to any kind of instructions from me. But just keep going as long as possible. It's going to feel a little bit weird at first, but you might even feel your hips pop, but it's like a good sensation, I promise. Okay, all mama bears. Am I the only one that gets these random striking pains of like this intensity in my boobs? I'll just be doing something and all of a sudden I'll just get hit with like lightning in my boobs. Is that us producing milk? Like, what's happening? So, for this one, you're gonna get a pillow and support your knee, bend on one leg, and you're just going to try to stretch as much as possible. You can hold your back for support. This is also great. All of these that I'm showing you are all hip openers. It's going to help the baby seep into your pelvis more and just have an easier labor overall. And I would say practice these at least once a night if you can. This one feels so good though. Also, every exercise that I showed you guys are not just for women who are pregnant. Like I said, I made my class do it. It's for anybody who just has tight hips. And don't forget to breathe and allow yourself to welcome the sensations that you guys are feeling. I plan on doing a lot of my laboring on the ball when I'm having contractions. So up until it's time to push, I want to be on the ball because that's what's been helping. So a lot of the deep breaths that I've been practicing on how to keep your voice low during your moans and groans to help with the pain, with the sensations. To help with the sensation. So when I practice those, I like to just be on my ball and rolling my hips. And like I said, the best time for me to practice is when I'm having my Braxton Hicks or these period sensations. To ease my mind and all of my nerves, I like to just lay in silence and meditate. Also, take the time to visualize how my labor and delivery process will go. And I like to spend the time just bonding with my daughter, knowing that we're both going to have a safe delivery, saying a lot of affirmations. We got this. You and I will have a beautiful delivery. We will both leave the hospital. My body knows exactly what it's doing. My baby knows exactly what she's doing, etc. Next, I'm going to try this ice trick that I've learned from a couple of midwives and doulas. So you're supposed to get a couple of ice cubes and hold them for 60 seconds max. What this is supposed to do is train your brain
to not focus on the discomfort and allow you to just handle it with a lot more ease if you practice it enough. The ice was a lot harder than I thought because it does sting a lot, but I think that this is a good practice to manage pain. Thanks again, guys, for coming to my channel where I share healing advice and everything nice. I hope some of these tips helped you guys. Let me know if you guys tried them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you all have safe and beautiful deliveries. Bye, guys.